Nakakita na ba kayo ng ganito sa exam? Paano makuha ang mga tamang sagot dyan? Pag-usapan natin yan today. This video is brought to you by the Team Lyqa review books. Hi there and welcome to Team Lyqa where I try to help you prepare better for your next exam. At dahil marami sa inyo nagre-request na i-cover natin ang flowcharts, paano i-figure out ang input number, output number, conditions tungkol sa results nito, pag-usapan natin yan ngayon. Now, if you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to hit subscribe. Hit that bell icon para malaman ninyo kung ready na yung mga susunod nating mga videos. We have more coming up na sana makatulong na magpataas sa inyong score sa susunod na ninyong exam. Now, para maintindihan na natin ito, let's dive right into this. Ano nga ba ang flowcharts? Now, sa pangalan pa lang, nandun yung salitang chart, it's another way of looking at things. It's another way of presenting information. And yung ganitong klase na sistema ay kadalasan ginagamit not just to solve problems, but for you then to showcase yung kakayahan ninyo to follow instructions and to really have a more analytical na mind pagdating sa mga ganitong sitwasyon. Flow, yung isa pang word. So, ibig sabihin nun, we're just going to go with the flow and figure out kung saan papunta yung journey na ito ng input number natin. Now, if you have a sample problem like this, sabi dito, following the flow chart, what will the result be if the input number is 17? Ang gagawin lang natin ay susundan natin yung journey na yan ng input number ng 17. Ibig sabihin, pwede natin ilagay yung 17 dito as our input number. And then, we're just going to go with the flow. Dito sa baba, ang unang tanong, is it odd? Now, odd number ba ang 17? Siyempre, hindi. Kasi yung last digit niya ay 7. Hindi siya divisible by 2. So, ibig sabihin nun, ito ay isang odd number. So, ang sagot natin dun sa is it odd ay yes, which means we're going to follow the arrow down. Now, ang next question ay, is it prime? Now, ano ba yung prime number? Ang prime number ay isang number na divisible lamang sa sarili niya at sa 1. At meron tayong dedicated na video lesson on the types of numbers, prime and composite numbers, real and unreal numbers, at marami pang iba. Go ahead and watch that. Ililink ko na lang din dito. Okay? Now, dito, dahil 17 ang input number natin, tatanungin natin, is 17 a prime number? Now, ang 17, hindi siya divisible sa 2 kasi nga, odd number siya. Sa 3, hindi rin, kasi ang 7 plus 1 ay 8. Hindi siya divisible sa 3. Sa 4, hindi rin. Again, hindi naman siya even. 5, 6, 7, hindi pa rin. 8, 9. Walang ibang number na pwede nating gamitin as a factor nitong 17. Ibig sabihin, divisible lamang siya sa 1 at sa sarili niya. Siya ay isang prime number. At dahil prime number siya, dito tayo mapupunta sa yes. At makakarating tayo dun sa box that says add 3. So, yung 17 natin, magdadagdag tayo ngayon ng 3 sa kanya. 17 plus 3 is 20. So, the answer is 20. If we follow the flow chart at ang input number natin ay 17, the result will be 20. Ganon for any number na binigay as an input number. Again, at every step, you ask the question, and then you follow the flowchart to see where it goes. Okay? Now, there's another type of problem na medyo mas komplikado dito. Same flowchart, pero this time the question is, following the flowchart, if the result is 60, what is the input number? Dahil result ang binigay, ibig sabihin yun yung number na nasa dulo, hindi yung number na nasa simula. Common mistake ang ilagay din ang 60 as an input number. Mali po yun. Kasi nga again, 60 is the result. So, ang gagawin natin is actually something that we also do sa word problems called backtracking. Magsisimula tayo sa dulo and mag-take tayo ng one step back at every turn. Pero paano mo makukuha ang input number? Following din yung concept ng backtracking na again, nakalink naman din. Ang gagawin natin is to do yung kabaliktaran nung sinabi sa tanong. Let me show you kung ano yung gagawin natin, okay? Now, para mahanap mo yung input number, ilalagay mo yung result sa dulo. Now, may 3 posibleng dulo dito. You have this, and this. Yan yung 3 dulong points nitong flowchart. To figure out kung saan nagfo-fall yung 60, susubukan muna natin sila dun sa 3 endpoints na yan. Ang 60 ba, kapag nag-add 3 ako, anong mangyayari sa kanya? Now again, ang add 3 is plus 3. Pero dahil backtracking ang gagawin natin, dahil ang direction na natin ngayon ay paurong, to figure out kung ano yung input number, ang gagawin natin dun sa 60, which is the resulting number, ay 60 minus 3. 60 minus 3 is 57. At yung 57 na yan, yun ang mapupunta dito sa kahon na is it prime. So, dito na natin i-check kung ang 57, yung number na pinag-uusapan, prime ba siya? For it to flow down dito sa yes, 57 needed to be a prime number para maging 60 siya. Now, ang 57 ba ay prime number? Well, odd number siya, so hindi siya divisible sa 2. Pero sa 3, di ba meron tayong video on divisibility rules? Ililink ko na lang din dito ha. Pero basically, to figure out if a number is divisible by 3, you can add yung digits niya. Sa 57, it's 5 plus 7 or 12. At dahil ang 12 divided by 3 ay 4, walang remainder, ibig sabihin ang 57 ay divisible sa 3. 57 is not a prime number. Which means, hindi siya pwedeng dumaan dito. Hindi pwede kasi ang tanong ay, is it prime? At sumagot ka ng yes. So, ibig sabihin nun, hindi dito dumaan yung ating input number para maging 60 siya. Hindi na pwede dito sa exit na ito. Try natin dun sa blue exit or sa parang blue gate natin, okay? If I put 60 dito sa dulo ng square it means to multiply it by itself. Ang 2 squared or the square of 2 ay 4. Not to be confused with square root ha, kasi iba yon. To square a number is to multiply it by itself. Ibig sabihin, kung dito dumaan yung ating input number, kailangan ang kinalabasan niya ay isang perfect square. Now, para malaman natin kung ano yung input number, again, backtracking, babalik tayo ng direksyon. Pag ganon, gagawin natin yung kabaliktaran ng square it, which is to take the square root of the number. Now, kapag square root ko ang 60, perfect square ba siya? Ang sagot ay hindi, which also means hindi siya pwedeng dito dumaan. Now, we're only left with the orange exit. Double it and add 8. Now, again, kabaliktaran yung gagawin natin. Here you have add 8 or plus 8. At ang gagawin natin would be kabaliktaran ng plus 8 minus 8. 60 minus 8 is 52. Now, bago yung add 8, merong double it. Ang double is to multiply it by 2 or times 2. Which means, again, backtracking, kabaliktaran niya would be divided by 2. Now, dahil 52 na lang yung number natin kasi ginawa na natin yung kabaliktaran ng add 8, when you divide 52 by 2, ang kalalabasan niya is 26. Now, the question becomes, yung 26 ba, pag tinanong ko yung is it odd, ang sagot ko ba ay no, para dito siya mapunta? Now, ano ba ang 26? Odd number ba siya? Hindi. It's not an odd number kasi it's an even number. Ang 6 ay divisible sa 2, which means ang 26 ay maaaring dumaan dito, pumunta sa no, gawin natin ang mga ito at lalabas ang 60. Doon lang hindi bali yung chain. Which means our input number has to be 26. The answer is 26. At kung gusto mo i-check, pwede natin gawin yung ginawa natin kanina. 26 as an input number. Bababa siya dito. Is it odd? No, kasi it's even. So, pupunta siya dito. And the next thing we're going to do is double it. Times 2 would be 52. And then, we're going to add 8 plus 8 would be 60. Tama na tayo. The answer is 26. Now, syempre sa exam, meron namang options. So, let me show you what I would do kung may options naman. Now, this is also a great opportunity for me to talk about the review books. So, if you want more practice questions, if you want more exclusive techniques, and yung mga explainers ng mga speed methods na ginagamit ko pag ako nagtitake ng exam, you can go ahead and get your own copy of the practice test booklets, and the workbooks sa m.me/Team Lyqa. We ship all over the country, so if you're interested, message us on Facebook para malaman ninyo kung paano kayo makakakuha ng inyo. Same question, sabi dito, following the flowchart, if the result is 20, what is the input number? Yun nga lang, 20 na ngayon yung resulting number, hindi na 60. So anong pwede kong gawin kung ayaw kong i-trial and error yung mga gates or yung mga exit para malaman ko ano yung input number? Ang gagawin mo na ngayon na strategy would be to use each of these numbers as the input number and see kung ano ang magre-result sa 20. Kung saan ka mas mabilis, yun ang piliin ninyong method. Let me show you. Kung magsisimula tayo sa 4 as an input number, is it odd? No. It will go right here. Double it would be 8 and add 8 would be 16. Big sabihin, kung 4 ang input number, ang sagot ay 16, hindi 20. Hindi na siya pwedeng sagot. Kung 9 ang input number, bababa tayo dito. Is it odd? The answer would be yes. Bakit? Kasi hindi siya divisible sa 2 without a remainder. Next question, is it prime? Now, ang 9, pwedeng i-divide sa 1 at sa 9 at sa 3. Kasi 9 divided by 3 is 3, walang remainder. Kaya ang sagot natin sa is it prime ay no. It will go right here. Which means we're going to follow the instruction, square it. 9 times 9 is actually going to give you 81. Hindi 20. So, ibig sabihin, hindi rin siya 9. If 15 ang input number, is it odd? The answer is yes. So, bababa tayo dito. So, is it prime? Prime number ba ang 15? Hindi, kasi divisible din siya sa 5 at 3. So, is it prime? No. If I square it, 15 times 15, that is 225. Sobra-sobra naman masyado. Hindi 20, so hindi na rin yun ang sagot. Now, of course, kung goal ka na sa oras, nakita mo ng mali yung A, B, at C, the answer would logically be 17. Kung extra ang oras mo, edi check natin kung tama. If I put 17 right here, at susundan ko yung kanyang journey dito sa ating flowchart, is it an odd number? The answer would be yes. Is it a prime number? Yes. Which means, I would just add 3 at ang lalabas ay 20. Na kung natatandaan ninyo, ito rin yung tanong natin kanina, di ba? Kung ang input number mo ay 17, anong kalalabasan? 20. Kaya really, we've already proven 17 is the answer. Kung may options, pwede kang mag-trial and error. Pabilisan na lang nasundan yung flowchart. Now we're going to move to question number 4. Quick side note lang dito. Na yung question number 4 is actually difficult. I'm not sure if this is the type of question na posibleng lumabas sa civil service exam. Pero if you're taking, say, a law aptitude exam or something na higher math yung nire-require or higher logic, may posibilidad na makakita kayo ng ganito. For college entrance tests na merong flowcharts, posible rin yung ganitong klaseng tanong. So, if hindi niyo siya gustong mapakinggan, pwede kayong mag-skip ahead. But if you want to challenge yourself, you can watch the next part. And of course, meron tayong quick quiz sa dulo nito. So if you want to solve that, stay tuned then. Question number 4 asks, what kind of input number will always result in an odd number? Now, susi dito, yung sinasabi na, always, kailangan laging odd number ang lalabas. Meron tayong conditions dito. An even number, an odd number, a composite odd number, pag sinabing composite, hindi siya prime, or a prime odd number. Now, a quick way to figure out kung ano yung sagot is just to think of a number that fits the description. For example, an even number could be something like 4. If I input 4 here, it would flow like this. Is it odd? No. And if I double it, that would be 8, and add 8, that would be 16. Even number na yan. Eh, ang hinahanap natin is an odd number result. So, ibig sabihin, mali na yung even number. Now, doon naman tayo sa letter B. Sabi, an odd number. Pero, if you look at the other options, ang nakalagay, composite odd number and prime odd number. Which means, it makes more sense na kung magta-trial and error ako, unahin ko yung C at D. At kung pareho silang tama, the answer would be B. Kung isa naman sa kanila ay mali, edi alam mo na yung natitirang sagot. So, subukan muna natin yung letter C. A composite odd number. Ano ba ang composite odd number? Let's think of a number, maybe something like 9. If I put 9 here, and 9 ang input number natin, kung susundan natin yung flow, is it odd? The answer would be yes. Is it prime? The answer would be no. Now, if you square the composite odd number, 9 times 9, the answer would be 81. It's an odd number. So, pasok tayo doon. Now, the next question would be, paano yung prime odd number? Ano ba example ng prime odd number? Let's choose 7. If I input 7, magpo-flow tayo ng, is it odd? The answer would be yes. Is it prime? It would be a yes. And when you add 3, that is where it gets tricky kasi 7 plus 3 is going to give you 10. 10 is an even number, which means hindi totoo yung letter D. At dahil ang prime odd number is still an odd number, hindi na rin totoo yung D. The kind of input number that will always result in an odd number would be a composite odd number. For good measure, pwede kang sumubok ng iba pa. If I input 15, it will be an odd number, kaya bababa tayo dito. Is it prime? No. And if I square it, 15 times 15 is 225. It's still very much an odd number. So, consistent naman, the answer is C. Now, of course, the best way for you to see if naintindihan nyo na talaga is through a quick quiz. So, if you're ready with your pen and paper, your timer starts now. Alright, so dito na muna tayo sa question number 1. Sabi, following the flowchart, what will the result be if the input number is 42? So, gagawin lang din natin, yung input number natin is 42 or yung N, and then we go straight dito sa baba. Now, ang sabi, yung first box says, is N less than 25? So, sasagutin lang natin to, yes or no. Ang 42 ba ay less than 25? The answer would be no, kasi it's greater than 25. So, pupunta tayo dito sa kanan. So, pupunta tayo dito sa kanan, sa no. And then, we're going to multiply it by 6. Now, 42 times 6 is just 40 times 6. 6, 12, 18, 24. So, 240 plus 2 times 6, which is 12. So, the answer would be 252. Kung naguluhan kayo doon, meron tayong video on multiplication. I-link ko na lang din, okay? Para maintindihan nyo yung ginawa ko doon na parang speed technique. Next question, it says, following the flowchart, what is the input number if the result is 25? So again, gaya ng ginawa natin kanina, we will check if any of these gates will produce the number 25. Now, tingnan natin dito sa multiply by 6 muna, sa orange gate. Now, kung dito siya dumaan sa orange, dapat it is bigger than 25, kasi ang sagot mo dun sa is n smaller than 25, I know. And you have to multiply it by 6. Now, dito pa lang sa multiply it by 6, at again, dahil again, nagbabacktrack tayo, so yung times 6 dito, magiging divided by 6 dito. Now, ang 25 ay hindi naman divisible sa 6. So, dun pa lang, may problema na tayo. At kung ano man din ang sagot dyan, is going to be lower than 25. So, this gate doesn't work. Try natin yung iba. Paano kung dito tayo sa purple gate dadaan? Now, kung titingnan natin dadaanan ng purple, it would be like this. At kung babalikan natin, we will check it ng paurong. 25 is the number. Is it divisible by 3? No. Now, 25 ba divisible sa 3? Hindi. So, tama tayo dyan. Check na natin dito sa is it even. Is it even? No. Kasi 25 naman is odd. So, tama rin tayo dyan. Pero kung uurong tayo dito, sabi is n smaller than 25. Now, ang 25 is not less than 25. It's actually equal to 25. So, by answering yes, mali tayo dito. hindi siya sa gate na purple dumaan. Tingnan natin dito sa green gate. Kung sa green gate siya napunta, ang flow niya is like this. Kung 25 ito at nag-divide ka by 3, we're going to do yung kabaliktaran niya. So we're going to multiply it by 3. The answer would be 75. Now, is 75 divisible by 3? Yes. Kaya nga, again, magiging 25 siya. Is it even? No. Kasi ang 75 ay odd number. So, check pa rin tayo dyan. Pero pagdating natin dito sa is n, which is 75 at this point, smaller than 25, ay mali na. Kasi ang 75 ay mas malaki sa 25. Which means, mapuputol din dito yung flow papunta sa gate na green. Ang natitira na lang is the blue gate. So, tingnan natin yung kanyang flow. It has to go like this. Kung ang ending ay 25 and nag-square tayo, ang square is you multiply it by itself. Ang kabaliktaran nun ay square root. Now, perfect square naman ng 25. Square root ng 25 is 5. Kung nag-add ka ng 3 dun sa tanong, that would be plus 3 here. Backtracking. Dun sa number natin, ibabawas natin yung 3. So, here, it will be 2. Now, is 2 even? Yes. So, tama tayo dyan. Dito na tayo dun sa sinundan. Sabi, is n smaller than 25? Na kung ang n natin ay 2, is it smaller than 25? Yes. So, tama rin tayo dito. So, ibig sabihin nun, if the result is 25, the input number has to be 2. Backtracking lang. But again, kung may options, mas madali. Nandito na tayo sa number 3. This time may options tayo. So, magta-trial and error na lang tayo. Mas mahirap kanina. Sabi dito, following the flowchart, what is the input number if the result is 3? Kung 16 ang input number natin, dito tayo dadaan, is n smaller than or less than 25? The answer would be yes. So, bababa tayo dito. Is it even? The answer would still be yes. So, bababa tayo dito sa add 3 and square it. Now, kahit na hindi ko na-isolve, alam natin hindi yun ang tamang sagot. Kasi to add 3 and square it would be even bigger than 16. Eh, ang sagot nga, or ang result ay 3. So, hindi na siya pwedeng sagot. Dito tayo sa susunod na option, 9. Kung susundan natin yung flow ng ating flow chart, bababa tayo dito. Is n smaller than or less than 25? The answer would be yes. Mas maliit ang 9 sa 25. So, bababa tayo dito. Is it even? Ang 9 ay odd number, so we turn right. Is it divisible by 3? Pwede bang divide ang 9 sa 3? The answer would be yes. So, bababa tayo dito. And then, it says divide it by 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. So, ang sagot na natin, 9. Kung gusto mo manigurado, at susubukan natin yung isa pang option na 30. Is it smaller than 25? The answer would be no. Multiply it by 6. Mas malaking number pa, so hindi na siya tamang sagot. Kung gusto niyo yung 12, subukan. Pwede rin naman. And if you follow the flow chart, is it smaller than 25? Yes. Is it even? Yes. Add 3 and square it again. Napakalaking number nun. That would be 15 squared. So, hindi rin siya tama. Again, kung may options, trial and error na lang. Alright, so tama ka ba sa lahat ng mga questions natin sa quick quiz? If hindi, that's perfectly fine. Again, I'll be posting more questions naman here on our community page sa ating mga iba pang social media accounts. So don't forget to follow me there. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet. Hit the bell icon para malaman ninyo kapag ready na yung mga susunod nating videos. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button din so that more people can discover our helpful content. At sana mas marami pa ang matulungan natin dito. Now, as I always say sa channel na ito, never stop learning. If you want the shirt, you can go to shop.teamlyqa.com. Aja, kaya niyan. And I'll see you in the next video. If you want to learn more things, we have more videos here for you. I'll talk to you next time. Bye for now.